you know, Sonic the Hedgehog currently is a bad game. He lost all his cool factor. See what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog lost all his cool factor. He's no longer a cool character. You know, before he kind of looked like a cooler version of Mickey Mouse, which was nice. It's like he's still cute and has a cartoonish design, but he has a coolness to him. So he's like the cooler version of Mickey Mouse, right? That's that was a good base for the classic games. Once they decided to start changing his design, right, like he looks cute right here and cool. This is more of a modern design, but I think this is more classic than it is modern, right? And yeah, I mean, I like the modern Sonic design. I think it fits well for the early PlayStation 2 era, and you know it worked a little bit, right? I like the Dreamcast version of Sonic, but it's not better than the original concept they had for him, I believe. It's an opinion at the end of the day. You know? So, what I'm trying to say is that modern Sonic, they did a decent job trying to reimagine him, but I disagree with the entire direction they went in, the direction they went in as a whole, in terms of they kind of, they had a good concept for modern Sonic. They had a good idea, but they didn't execute it correctly. They did in some instances, right? Some cutscenes are good, yeah, right? There's some glimmer of hope when it comes to modern Sonic, but the games themselves just they have potential, but they never really showed promise. That's why it's such a mixed bag of people that there's two sides. There's people that like classic Sonic and people that like modern Sonic. You know, if modern Sonic was actually good as it could be, the classic fans would be open arms for modern Sonic. They would just accept it. Like, oh, this is cool, right? But nobody's saying that. Thank you. People say modern Sonic is cool. I'm one of those people. I think he is cool, but there's not much to back that statement up. There's not much there's not much evidence to support the fact that modern Sonic's cool. You can't really pinpoint a game, or you know the most you could pinpoint is certain cutscenes, certain gameplay aspects. You can't like point out a game like, oh, I can't think of a game that modern Sonic's really really cool in, right? You could say Sonic Adventure 1, Sonic Adventure 2, Sonic's cool in those games, which he is cool, and he looks really cool in some cuts. But gameplay wise, he's not really cool because the Sonic Adventure games, they were low poly. right? So they had more of a retro. They were limited in design choices and animation, so it didn't really capture the entire essence of what modern Sonic could be. It's more of a like, oh, it's just a Dreamcast game, right? Or it's just, a game or whatever, PlayStation game. It's nothing special, right? Because I believe if you're gonna change Sonic's design entirely, then you should really go for it. You should really emphasize it, you know. You really should, you know. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. I don't think Sonic Mania looks good either. I feel like they took Sonic 2 and just made it shinier and smoother, which is nice, but I wouldn't call it a sequel to those games because Sonic 3 changed the art direction entirely. Oh well. Let's trash here. I'm going somewhere else.